What's going on, everybody? Jeff Bartel here, and I'm going to be reacting to the story trailer of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare release. Not the 2011 one or 2004. You know, the newest one. Why am I still talking about it with you when I could just show you? So let's get down to it. That Price? Who's that?
20 years of civil war.
That's Price.
There's nothing simple about it.
This is bigger
Activision
now.
presents
Chemical weapons have fallen into terrorist hands.
Infinity War Production. Oh!
They could be anywhere.
We need to move fast.
What do you suggest?
A business trip. Farah! Let's talk! I need your help.
Because of this poison, my people have known something worse than war.
Help us track it.
If you stay, we can help you. But if you stay, you fight.
Yelling out.
Then let's fight. AK-47. Oh!
The invaders of my country have no regard for human life.
Oh, I hate those kind of
We live
people.
like this every day.
Any further complications and we're at war.
Oh, dang. Where's the
We're
US
breaking
Embassy?
through now. We need a new extraction point fast.
Save yourself, daughter. Join us.
I lead soldiers. You train killers.
But we are all killers here. No?
How about
Well,
you, Captain?
yeah, it's kind of a point.
Are you gonna let them die?
But there are two
Chemical
different types
weapons
of
are
killers.
now in the wild.
Oh, that's not
Fix
good.
it. Where do we draw the line, sir?
You draw the line. No time!
Shoot her!
Wherever you need it.
I agree.
It's the off switch. We're
don't
all
know
just
it.
pawns in this.
Well, you speak for yourself.
I'm no pawn.
This is crazy.
He's no
We're all
pawn.
crazy, aren't we?
Whoa! Did that just happen?
The rules of engagement have changed.
Ooh.
If you can't identify the target,
Oh. Did he just take him out?
you are the target.
I think he's right there. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, October 25th.
Purchase digitally and get the XRK weapons pack.
Man, not bad. That could almost apply to him for a movie trailer. But let's look at some stuff I think I noticed.
Breaking through now. We need a new extraction.
Right there. Urzikstan. Urzikstan. Is that a real country or a fictional one? That's the only thing I noticed about this one. But I wonder if there'll be someone like Soap McTavish in there. That'd be neat. Now I got a best special surprise for all of you. Let's take a look at the behind the scenes story trailer.
With the first Modern Warfare, it was topical, raw. It spoke to the world around us. And I'm really honored to be creating new, exciting experiences in the Modern Warfare franchise. We knew that we couldn't just tell a story from the angle of the West.
It's about different perspectives, everybody trying to get what they want. A lot about war has changed. It's not about good and evil. It's all shades of gray.
There aren't sharp lines. Everything is life and death, and there are consequences.
We get dirty, and the world stays clean. That's the mission.
To get those different perspectives, we had to work with different consultants.
We're trying to merge
the authenticity from the actual battlefield and give the player something that they can invest in.
If you've never been there and experienced it, you really can't even wrap your head around it.
Having spent a lot of time in different conflicts around the world, I was able to give the creative team a deeper understanding of what it's like on the ground and what the civilians who have been caught in the crossfire are experiencing.
This just sounds
The
interesting.
invaders of my country have no regard for human life.
So that's
The story
evil.
is so beautifully rendered, and it's written with a lot of thought and care.
It mirrors the world that we live in today.
In our fictional country of Urzikstan, the superpowers,
So it
they
is
can't fight
fictional.
directly. So instead, they fight through proxies.
One man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter.
Nothing is ever straightforward. There are so many nuances.
There's a gray area, and today's soldiers work in that space.
They go out there and they do their best because they fight for what they believe in.
The setup of this game is nerve gas gets stolen and may be in the hands of terrorists. And players need to track it down and figure out who has it before it gets used against us or our allies.
Or against innocent people.
If you use these tactics, you are my enemy.
No exceptions?
None.
How far are you willing to go? Where do you draw your line? And that's the question that's posed to every character. You're gonna play as 3 different characters.
We've got Sergeant Kyle Garrick. He is a SAS soldier working counterterrorism in London.
We don't stand a chance in hell with these rules of engagement, Captain. They can tell us where, they can tell us when, don't tell us how.
You've got Alex.
He's a CIA operator.
We gotta move now!
He doesn't get to choose where he goes and what he fights for. He's a career soldier.
And Farah, the commander of a liberation force.
She really breaks the mold. She's grown up in a land under occupation, and she's become the leader of the resistance.
Farah says, I am only willing to do what is honorable. I would rather lose than win by doing something dishonorable.
I agree with her. I agree with that quote.
You'll be reintroduced to Captain Price, but we've given him more humanity. You want to fight side by side with him because you know that you're fighting with the best.
We set ourselves the goal of making something that was as authentic as we possibly could. And a lot of this came from talking with our Navy SEAL consultants.
We bring our expertise from careers in the military.
And we work with every single department and take experiences we've had and apply them.
We're trying to hit every detail. The way we moved up the stairwell and the stack where guys are covering every angle.
The authenticity was addressed right off the bat. It's always been the primary focus.
Our belief is that the more accurate we can make it, the more the player can invest in it.
They said, if you want to tell a really important story, tell a story about imperfect men doing an imperfect job and being expected to do it perfectly.
Yeah. I think that's right. Wait, what was that? Oh,
Secure. Where do we draw the line, sir?
You draw the line wherever you need it.
Soldiers are in really difficult situations.
You have to process that information and make those split-second decisions.
We've worked very hard to give players freedom to choose how these encounters are going down.
Any further complications and we're at war.
Well, let them complicate it.
To shed light on a whole other side of warfare, it's a big responsibility. Balancing that with an experience that is fun, is exciting.
It's incredible to navigate through these situations and to really feel like you're part of it.
If you stay, we can help you. But if you stay, you fight.
There's no uniforms. You don't know if the guy across the street has a gun or not.
It's just as important to know when to pull the trigger as it is to know when not to pull the trigger. I want the players to appreciate the complexities, but I also want them to have fun.
always after this feeling of the controller disappearing out of your hand, feeling like I'm experiencing it from the perspective of the character. That allows us to tell these deeper, richer, more immersive stories. And with Modern Warfare, we've done that.
End of the day, someone has to make the enemy scared of the dark.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare, October 25th. Now that's impressive what they, all that they just said. Very, very impressive. It's amazing how far Call of Duty's come through. It came from, you know, back in the day from the first Call of Duty. I can't remember what year it was released to this one. I wonder when the first one was released. But that's kind of a sad feeling. It's hard to know when not to pull the trigger. Oh, it came from 2003 to 2019. It's amazing how far evolution has gone. Game evolution's come down from. But it's kind of sad when knowing to pull the trigger and when not to pull the trigger. But hopefully someday we'll achieve. The world will eventually be able to achieve peace, but not through force, and especially not through way in Black Ops 3. Say, then when that guy said, when Sebastian Kruger said, "If the only way to prevent future attacks is to monitor the thoughts and desires of the population, then the choice is obvious. We need to know who our enemies are and what they are planning. That is how we save lives." I say nope. That may be okay. That may be okay in a dictatorship, but not in a democracy. It's just so he's got. But what this guy said right here, hang on.
And there are consequences.
Shades of gray, good and evil. Different perspectives, everybody trying to get what they want. A lot of
guys, we knew that we couldn't just tell a story from the angle of the West.
It's about different perspectives, everybody trying to get what they want. A lot about war has changed. It's not.
He's right about that, which stinks. Don't get me. I prefer warfare like it was done in the 1700s or so, a gentleman's duel, you know. I just wish it was done like that. But this stinks.
Not about good and evil. It's all shades of gray.
Yeah, and I don't know what shades of gray mean. If someone can answer that, you can leave it down in the comments. But I wish warfare was about good and evil like it was. But no, it's not. That's why, and I'm sorry I'm getting political, I'm gonna get a little political here. That's why I'm voting for Bernie Sanders, because hopefully he can make warfare not, and I repeat, not N-O-T, not shades of gray, if you know what I mean. Make war, if we have to go to war, make it all good and good versus evil, if you know what I mean. Because after all, there is something. America should be fighting against evil, not for itself. Like we did in the Cold War. America did a lot of bad things during the Cold War. And I admit it. And the biggest thing, good example, Iran. What we did in Iran caused the Iranian Revolution and will cause people to hate us. The Iranians to hate us. I don't blame them for why they hate us. I can almost understand what they've gone through, even though I didn't experience it personally. So like I have this feeling that I could just feel what they're feeling, you know. Anyway.
There aren't sharp lines. Everything is life and death, and there are consequences.
Yeah, like you said, consequences.
Life and death, and there are
of gray.
There aren't sharp lines.
I don't know what that means. There aren't sharp lines.
Everything is life and death,
That's
and
true.
there are consequences.
Yeah, that's true too. Like consequences for our actions. Good example, whether good or bad. Like the Iran conflict like the Iran thing during the Cold War we did, or trying to kick the Soviets out of Afghanistan. We were so focused on that we didn't see the threat of both Al Qaeda and the Taliban rising. You're so The Cold War gave rise to many things: the war on terror and the war on drugs. How do I know? I don't just look at the history through the surface. I dig deep, and with a little help from some documentaries. But I was kind of disappointed, a little disappointed. I was hoping to see like someone like Soap McTavish in there. But oh well. John Price, at least John Price is in there. Personally, I was kind of hoping for some Bin Laden to be the villain in there. But I guess not. But I guess that was wishful thinking. But anyway. I should share. I should share this with them. Hang on. There. No, I should share this with someone I'm helping. Not for the sake of playing the game, but for some warfare stuff, you know. The world's really, you know, and we need to try. And we need to really try and fix it. That's why I want to help, and I want to help too, and I want to help. Darn thing. I have a dream that one day the world will be at peace and be at a worldwide democracy. Because after all, world leaders, no matter what they are, dictatorship or democracies, they lead, they rule for they took that position for their people, not for themselves. If they get my drift. If you understand what I'm trying to say here. And October 25th, that's late October. Almost. My birthday's around that time, around there. I'm not gonna say when, but it's somewhere around there. For who knows, it could be in November. My birthday could be in November. I'll just let you figure it out. Not. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment down below. And if you can, help this video reach 100 plus views by sharing it with as many people as you can. Friends, family, complete strangers, the possibilities are endless. And help this channel grow by subscribing and sharing this channel with as many people as you can. With friends, family, complete strangers, the possibilities are endless. And the goal is to help my channel get 1,000 subscribers. But until then, this is